We will now find a formula for the linear function h of t. So I'm going to use this standard form of the linear function, that is y equals mx plus b, where m is the slope of the line and b is the y-intercept of the line. So I'm going to use this table to determine the slope as well as the y-intercept. So let me consider this t as x, and the h of t is basically represents y. So we will replace the slope formula, that is m equals y2 minus y1 over x2 minus x1. So to determine the slope, we can take any 2 points and put this in the formula. We will get slope. So let me take this point, that is this is considered as x2 y2, and let me also take this first point, that is x1 y1. So I plug into this formula, so therefore y2 minus y1, so these are all y2's, that is 10 minus of 14 over x2 minus x1 is x2 is 10 and x1 is 5. So this gives negative 4 fifth. This is the slope of the equation. So now we can plug it into this linear equation. So therefore this will become y equals negative 4 fifth x plus b. We know how to find the y-intercept, that is b. For this, I'm going to consider any point. So I can consider the same point, that is 10 comma 10, and let me plug in 10 for y, and this becomes negative 4 fifth, and x also 10. Then we have this plus b. So we can solve for b from this equation, which is the y-intercept. We can do this calculation, that is 10 goes with 5 as 2 times, and negative 4 times 2 is negative 8. So we have this equation 10 equals negative 8 plus b. This implies when we solve for b by adding up 8 to both sides, we get b equals 18. So we got the y-intercept, so which means we can plug it into this equation, standard equation, that is y equal negative 4 fifth x plus b is 18. Now we will replace this y as h of t and t as t, so that we get the formula for h of t. So therefore h of t equals negative 4 fifth t plus 18. So this basically is the formula for h of t. We now answer the questions in part B and part C. In part B, we have to find t-intercept. We can use this formula h of t. To determine t-intercept, we have to plug in h of t equals 0. So I'm going to plug in h of t equal to 0 into this equation. And when I do that, I get 0 equals negative 4 fifth t plus 18. We solve for t from this equation. So I multiply all the terms by 5 first to remove the fraction. So therefore this becomes 0 times 5 is 5, and this becomes a negative 4 times t plus 18 times 5, which is equal to 90. So therefore we can solve for t from this equation. So we get 4t equals 90, and t equals 90 over 4, and this is equivalent to 22.5. So this is the t-intercept of this equation or the line. We can write down over here, that is t-intercept is 22.5. And then in part C, we have to answer h-intercept. H-intercept is basically the y-intercept of this equation. So we have already determined that this 18 is the y-intercept. So therefore, h-intercept is 18.